Well, it's a first for me, Brian Weatherford, today on the show, All In with Brian Weatherford. Obviously, we have a lot of companies here on the show. We have a guy with us today that's actually been in studio with us before, representing his company, the company, of course, Data Magic Inc. But this is the first part. I've never had, no, I had to think through it. Nope, it's never happened. I've never had a guest on the show who's brought a customer with them, which says a lot. I mean, if a lot of companies, they don't dare get close to a customer on a TV camera. Shane's not afraid of that because both Shane and his company, top notch. I'm going to let you introduce the guest, but first I want to say hi to you.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Shane. How are you? Things going well?
Going well.
You're in the IT business.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, good.
Right. So thanks for having me back.
Glad to have you back. I'm dying to meet your guest here. This is
right.
cool.
So this is Todd Shawcross. He owns a company called Fittings Unlimited. So
Okay.
I'll let him tell you all about what his company does, but we've been working for them, and actually I worked with your dad and
Right.
starting back in the 90s and just known these guys for a long time. And
Todd, welcome aboard. Just got to say hi
Pleasure
to
to
you.
meet you. Yes,
So
sir.
quickly, what does your company do?
We are an importer of sorts of hydraulic adapters.
Okay.
Just adapters, fittings, just that little piece of the puzzle. But we import them from China. We do sell some of the domestic product as well.
Right.
And we sell through distribution only. We have 6 branches in Salt Lake, Houston, where else? Oh, Cleveland, Ontario, Canada.
Goodness.
And we just opened up in Atlanta, as well as here in Arlington, Texas.
Absolute international company.
North American, but yeah.
Okay, well, we'll go North America, but international with the China tie-in.
Yes, sir.
I'm claiming international.
Well, thank you. I'll take it.
Okay, so all right, now this is where it's going to get interesting. Again, this is a neat relationship here, and I appreciate. I'm looking forward to this. So we already understand that. So you were working with him and his dad originally, but that was a long. I mean, y'all been together a long time now.
Yes, sir. A little over 25 years now.
Yeah.
And when we started working with them, we were just 25 years ago. The speed at which technology has changed is infinite. I mean, we were clocking in with the clock in,
Absolutely.
punch cards. So now with computers where they've come in the last 25 years, we had family that started out as the IT. You know, you can handle your own software, you can handle this.
Yeah.
You only have...
All you need is a floppy disk.
Yeah, the
and
floppy
you
disk.
install the latest, greatest right there.
Right, and now with the way things are and the security needs and just the power that we need to run some of our programs as we've grown as a company and built new ERP, having an online shopping system, we've definitely needed support. And we've even been hacked. And that's when we got hacked, we were using them as a monitoring system. We pulled them on full time when that happened
Because they knew you got hacked before you knew you got hacked.
they did, and
Yeah.
they were the only ones that knew how to prevent it, and we've been taking preventative measures through his company step by step. We meet quarterly to make sure that we're realizing our
outstanding.
objectives and goals as far as a company in IT. We take it very seriously.
Well, let's face it, 25 years ago, you were just trying to keep paper in the fax machine.
Yes, sir. Yeah, paper in the fax machine, use those old Oki Data. What kind of printers were those?
Dot Matrix.
Dot Matrix.
Dot
yeah.
make, I love the sound they used to make. And then you get to sit there and tear all the. I'm sorry, guys, we're bogging down here. So
Right.
So you've been with Data Magic a long time, but is there a couple of bullet points, the top 2 things you like? I think one of them is the security thing you've already
The
discussed.
security is very good. The knowledge is fantastic. He's got a great team with him. We have one of his people on site that takes care of us on a regular basis. It's 4 out of the 5 days a week he's with us, and he makes sure that should anybody have a problem, we're taken care of.
Wow.
And we're talking about just somebody forgets their log on, or
Sure.
we've updated every single one of our PCs this year, getting ready for the Windows 10.
Well, I think it's safe to say that one of the reasons that your company has been successful for so long is that you figured out something early on that most companies don't, and that is you're an expert in your field. You're not an expert in every field, and it's important to bring in an expert in things that you can't handle.
Exactly. And to jump on top of that, I would say, what's more important? Worrying about your own IT or putting it in the hands of somebody where I don't even worry about it?
No.
I'm not concerned about it. I know if there's an issue, it's being taken care of. Half the time, I don't even know the issues are gone and taken care of. I just see an email from time to time that says, hey, this ticket's closed.
And you said, great, never knew it was open, and that's what we all want because
Exactly.
you got fittings to focus on.
Yes, sir.
You got
I
your
got
own business.
some other things that some other irons in the fire, if you will. And so it's really a comfort having a company like his do the job that they do.
Appreciate that.
Wow, I'm starting to understand why you brought him in here.
Yeah,
today.
they're great people to work with, and I think this is a really good example of a client versus a customer. I feel like
Beautiful.
that these guys we're really a partnership. So rather than someone just using us for one piece of the puzzle, they've really taken our relationship to the next level. I mean, we have quarterly meetings with them. We're talking about all kinds of different things. It's not just the IT, but we talk to them and help them with other technology problems.
Well,
when it comes to phones
and quite
and
honestly,
internet.
Shane, like I mentioned, we've had you in here before. I think we're going to have you some more, I hope, as well.
I hope so.
But one of the things I learned at our first experience is IT is one of those things. It doesn't matter what your product, good, or service is. Everybody needs it. Everybody has IT. And so you truly can work with, you're not just focused on one industry. This is just a prime example.
Yes.
Yeah, remind us again of a couple other industries that you've worked
Well,
with.
manufacturing is a really big one for us, but we've dealt with other industries. We're kind of zeroing in on manufacturing.
Okay.
Distribution is what their business is.
Sure, yeah.
So that's one of our major verticals, and then construction. And with all those three together, that's more than half of our business.
Well, and that's a big stuff, something to keep track of. But people out there looking at having IT troubles, I know you would at least talk to them.
Absolutely.
And let them know what you can do for them.
Right.
So aside from the security stuff, do you run things like, do I clock in now through the computer? Do you run payroll
We do.
through there?
Yes, we do.
So there's a lot of reasons for the security. You've got a lot of numbers in there that we don't need everybody else knowing about.
Exactly, and there's a lot of integrations through our ERP that are very
sure.
difficult for us to deal with. FedEx integrations, UPS integrations. You've got thousands of printers that do every which way, do everything but the Oki data, dot matrix, thermal printers and copiers and things like that. It's not just the software, it's the hardware too that needs to be taken care of.
Absolutely.
And they do a fantastic job of that.
So have you guys, when you started your business 25 years ago, right?
Closer to 35 now, 1995.
35 years ago, you started with one location.
Yes, sir.
So was it here? Was it in North Texas?
It was in Arlington. It was
Nice.
about the size of this room right here.
Okay.
So it wasn't very large at all.
Well, what the point is, every time you grow, you can't even, at that point, the stuff that you had in Arlington, by the time you open the next one, it was already getting obsolete here. So every time you go, you want to get the latest, greatest stuff, and that's something else that they can help you out with.
For sure. We just did that in Atlanta. They made sure that they had a partner out there that made sure we had quality lines out there, had all the right switches. That way, when we drop in all our computers, nothing bogs down. Mm-hmm. They got ahead of the curve for us. So we hit the ground running with the soft open, and I was there for one day helping out just a little bit, and then we were good to go. We were on fire.
So the way that we're able to handle all of those different states is we partner with several companies over the nation, and Atlanta happened to be one of those markets, but we also have New York, we have Massachusetts, Ohio, Florida. We have partners in all those areas of real good friends of mine.
Well, I like that word that keeps popping up, partnership, first and foremost between your company and your company, but your company has partners that in the end are going to help his company.
Correct.
It's all about partnership.
Right.
But it takes a village to keep a small business running.
Right.
And it's nice to have a village led by you.
And I think that's a testament for us being in business for so long. So,
Sure.
We just have more relationships and have been around the block a few times.
Well, you've been around the block a few times, but you continue to grow because when we talked last time, the guys that work for you are always continuing to grow as well.
Right.
With continuing education and whatnot too. Well, anything else? We're wrapping up here, but is any issues you want to bring up here on the air in front of him? No, I'm joking.
No. We're doing quite well with them, and we appreciate them taking care of us as well as they do, because honestly, I haven't known much other way other than family taking care of it, and that's kind of a bit of a tough spell, right?
Yeah.
You want to hope that they're doing a good job, but sometimes the job's bigger than one person.
Well,
and as you grow as a company, you got to be careful.
Well, and not only that, Shane is the person, but he's not the only person. Everybody with your company is going to take care of him and all your clients as well, as partners do.
That's exactly right.
Thanks again. Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Thank
too.
you.
All right.
Very nice
Thank
to meet
sir.
you.
Pleasure to
All
meet
right.
you. All right.
Take care, guys. Hope to see you soon.
You
All
too.
right, thank
Folks, we'll catch you next time on All In as well. Bye-bye.
Bye.